Hey Scorpio, we're going to get to it. This is a fun read. We are using Dark Mansion deck. Woohoo! We're going to start with your life right now, and then we'll go into the Hermit's Guidance. It's going to lay out something like this, and it's for you. So let's get going. So hopefully this resonates. If not, check your sun sign, your moon sign, your love sign, your Venus sign, whatever. Boom, Chariot popping out. That's a strong one this month. All right. Check and see what's going on. For me, my moon sign is a Scorpio. No, wait a minute. I lie. My rising is the Scorpio. So I'm not the world's best on the astrology. So I throw in what I know here and there, but apparently that's the very fun thing to have as your rising sign. So we'll see if that's relevant or what. All right. That's where we're starting. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. Oh, holy crap. You are on fire. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. All right. This is what we've got going on. In your present, right now, in your self position. You are on fire. You are at the beginning of a very strong, passionate enterprise, ambition, task, moment of your life. This is being offered in spades right now for you. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, so you've got a lot of fire going on. The trick for you is figuring out how to balance and where the crossroads is. Which choice do you take? What's going to bring you the most balance? You see on this one, you see the girl, she's walking a tightrope. And how do you keep that balance so that you're not feeling like either you're going to be burned up or fall off? In traditional decks, you see the person looking out. The personal world, the world right here, or the world beyond. What are you balancing? So this is the crux of the situation. This is where you are. This is where you're feeling about your resources, your energy, your time. Okay, your mental. 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you want to be able to celebrate, sit down, have a date, take a load off, relax, enjoy. But you haven't been able to quite be in that energy. It's been a challenge. This feels like you have had some success. You should be able to enjoy it, and you're not taking the time for that. They're in the garden. They're with each other. Sometimes you see the dancers coming through. There could be a recent birth. There could be a wedding on the horizon. There could be just a social party that's great for everybody to attend. So that energy, that spirit of wanting to celebrate, maybe you've been missing out on that. Maybe that's just coming in for you a little bit more strongly. In the reverse, it's something that you need to pay more attention to. Okay? Oh, the 6 of Wands. Okay, most decks show the 6 of Wands and they've got the rider coming in and there's a parade. Yay! This one shows it in a more balanced way. It shows the actual wedding, which I think is kind of an interesting way to depict it. And it shows all the well-wishers and everybody there is so excited for this achievement, this progress, this commitment, this victory. Like, to get at this stage in a relationship and even have anyone that you want to deal with, well, you know how hard it is. And so there's a victory in there. The progress that's been made thus far in that fiery energy, particularly to do with family life as well, is important progress. This is great stuff. And this is coming up in home and family zone. So celebrate the one you're with, celebrate the kids, celebrate it all. There's love around you. People are so happy for you right now. Things are about to get so good. Okay, here is the creativity. This is feeling challenging to you. It feels like you have a lot of weight, a lot of burden to carry, and you're just not going to get home as soon as you want to. The road is still long. And it might feel super, super long without much of a load to carry. You might be looking down, you might have your head down, and you might be doing it because it's function, but don't Don't get used to having your head down too long. You're still carrying it. You're still managing. You're still making it through. The good thing of the Ten of Wands is, even though you have felt a little burnt and overburdened and burned out, the house is on the horizon. You can see it. So the end is in sight. And this is the end. Like, you've had to do your last stand and you got this. Just a few more steps, done. All right. So, as far as job goes, job, occupation, physical health, you have the Moon card. Very mystery, very lunatic, the moon, Luna. And here you have the lady with the dog. Usually you have the wolf and the dog and the crayfish coming up and like, things get a little crazy on the full moon. That's just how it is. Tune into your intuition on the full moon. Take the time to really see what might be hidden. There is light. There's limited light. It might be pertaining to this as well, as far as the creativity and maybe feeling a little blocked or like a little more struggle than you want. And the job, there could be, I don't want to say there could be shady stuff and sketchy stuff, but for some of you that's going to be true. There is shady, sketchy stuff going on. Others, it's just the nature of the people that you work with. Don't let it bug you too much. Be aware, cover your ass, but don't be paranoid. You'll know if this applies to you, and if someone's out to get you, you're not being paranoid. But if they're just snipey, bitchy people, disengage. All right, enough lecture on that. Next out, the Chariot. You got the Chariot and it's upright. Thank God. So many people have gotten it crazy. You are learning how to harness those energies and get it going on together. Fabulous. Fabulous. The Chariot is the moment before those two energies figure out how to move forward. So you are figuring it out. You are there. That is excellent. So happy to see someone with that. Yes. Yes. Okay. And this is in the love and romance department, by the way. So, yeah. Love and romance. So you're getting your focus on. You might have two different approaches than who your romantic or your other is, or relationship wise, but there's a couple of different approaches that are starting to work. It's coming together. All right, next Queen of Swords. Changes to come. All right, these two have to be, it's almost, you can't do this without doing this. And because of this, all right, Queen of Swords. About clarity, about getting very clear, very focused. Sometimes it's perceived as cold or harsh, but she's not. This mom, as a mom person, operates differently. As a female energy, it's not that, ooh, mushy, mushy, mushy. It's to the point. It's strong. It's powerful. It sometimes can come off harsh and abrasive. So watch for that. This is the changes to come. It doesn't mean be more harsh. It means use the objective side of you instead of the emotional side. The change where you're shifting out of those emotions running the show to where you're getting objective and knowing what you need to do. It's not being calculating. It's being strategic. Making your plan, sticking to what it will be, and not having anxiety drive you mad. The knowledge and spirituality has been just sad, anxiety, overwhelmed, which we've had an expression of that already, so confirmation on that. But just keeping you up night, or keeping you crying, keeping you down. The monsters around seem to loom large, like literally. The monster under the bed is looming large. Well, just get clear. Get clear. Tune in your spirit. It is the time for the moon where intuition is crazy. There could be some crazy stuff at the job that's been stressing you out, or just the whole damn thing stressing you out. It doesn't have to be that the emotions are crazy. You are learning how to do this. The change is that you're learning this. The change is that this is something that you know about and you're learning about, you're gaining more mastery of. You probably have still a few nights like this, sorry to say, but there'll probably be fewer. The anxiety might subside a bit. The overwhelming might subside. Okay, next out, career ambitions. I get the, I want to run away. Yeah, I'm sure you do. This is like, you feel like you've emotionally outgrown what's going on. And career and ambitions, you may still have the job that you need to be in and play at, but you need to honor some of your other passion as well. Whether it is with your partner, whether it's just your new hobby, your new project, your new love, or making plans and dreams for the future, you need to be able to have some of that fire feeling good for you. This one, she's wanting to leave. She's wanting to be out of there. The ship's on the horizon. It's not at the dock. She's not at the dock. She is walking towards something. The ship is way out there on the horizon. Whether in this one, whether the ship is going to come closer to her or whether she's going closer to it, I don't know. She's leaving emotional baggage, emotional ways of doing things. She's outgrown something. She's outgrown a way of doing it. Maybe she's outgrown buying into other people's drama. And so she might seem like she's a little bit cold. No, she's being objective. There's nothing wrong with being clear and fair-minded. You don't have to be into all the drama. Nah. And it's not like it's an option. It's just you are doing it. You're already doing that. All right. So this is to do with community allies and challenges. Interesting. Okay. The Six of Cups, nostalgia, sweet memories, sometimes childhood memories, sometimes looking back. So this is community allies. Maybe there's friends and family around that you love but you can't hang with. These are ancestors or people on the wall. This always reminds me of my mom. But these cups were full of flowers and gifts and love and sweeter times. And I think the challenge is to realize that those sweet times will come again. That maybe you have been through it here and there is sweetness happening right here in the now. So don't get lost in the what ifs or what could have been or might have been or how it should have been, because that's not very real. The childish ways need to go, but the childhood hopes and the childhood loves should stay. The things that you love to do, the passion that you loved as a child, those things, the good parts of childhood, that's what you want to take with you. That's what's going to help you grow. All right, next out, the challenge and losses, the High Priestess. High Priestess is one that's known to the bone, and in this depiction, oh yeah, cheekbone city, like skeletal. Known to the bone. Very wise. She knows the mystery. She doesn't give up any information easily. She just doesn't. She doesn't have time for that nonsense. The challenge is getting the time to take yourself to the higher place that you already know. Because you don't realize what you don't know. You're not tapping into your intuition. You're getting fried and frazzled. You're ending up feeling like this when around you there's celebration. There's happy. There's fiery growth and opportunity going on. Yes, there's challenge. Yes, there's emotional nonsense. But look, you're doing so good. So whatever is behind the knowing, and this is intuition and can be self-deception and inner knowing, as is this emotion telling you what you've outgrown. You know these things, like you know. There is wisdom that is going to be coming to you, that it's almost like it's activating or downloading to you right now. But if you just get out of your own way for a little second, get yourself some rest, good solid sleep, take a moment. There is wisdom and inner knowing that you know, and it will be like the light has turned on. Like, oh yeah, I do know that. Oh, okay. It's known to the bone. It's in there. All right. So next out, we are going to do the Hermit's Guidance. Okay, so the Hermit's Guidance. Hopefully that's going. So this is just a 6-card that I was going to do as the bonus spread, really. And it kind of, well, we're just going to do it. It's the 6-card. Your layout didn't end up exactly like I thought it would, but we're working with it. We might throw out another card at the end and see what's going on with you. So, next part B. Okay. One more shuffle, 6 cards, a little more insight. Okay. we have, let's cut these. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. All righty. Okay. Hermit's guidance. The forest. What are you trying to navigate now? This might be how you're feeling right now, where you feel like you're stuck. You can't really see your way out of it, but when you look close, her dress is pinned with the swords. She's not in mortal danger. Her hair is blowing in her face, like she's not even blindfolded. It's like her hair is just blowing in her face. The shift of the wind, and she'd be able to see her situation quickly. So right now, you can't navigate because you feel like you can't see and you're kind of stuck. That's how you're feeling. That's how your thoughts are. This is a self-made cage, a self-made prison of your own thoughts. So, FYI. This also lends itself to that. What has distracted you? This is old toxic patterns, old behaviors that have kept you feeling like this. Old patterns, old ways of doing. Maybe even old thoughts and habits. Just, I would say, ruminating too much. Navel gazing too much. Just wallowing. And that doesn't mean that you have no justifiable beef. You have things. You have things. Who doesn't? Everybody has things. But this stuckness from this old way is something where you have to open your own eyes and see it can look a little different. So that's what's distracted you, some of the older ways of doing things. And then here comes the Queen of Wands. And it says, what prevents me from seeing my way? Now look at the difference in these characters. She's just there kind of in the powerless mode, standing there, but not standing in her power. She's standing in her power. The Queen of Wands is fiery, attractive, feeling beautiful, knows that these passions that she wants to pursue are important, and takes herself seriously. And she's not shortchanging herself, which I think is a very easy thing to do sometimes. We lose sight of taking care of our own self and what we need. We feel trapped in bondage to all this other nonsense. But we know how to step out of it. We really do. Do some nice things for yourself. Honor that. Honor the passion that's going on. Honor the desire to have the balance. I mean, you really do have it going on. The sun is shining on everyone right now. It's a tricky time in the world, but the sun's still shining. It's a great day to be you. All right. Next, we have From Where I Draw Hope. Now, this is Temperance and it's upside down. And this one I'm going to give you the upside down. She's trying to make a potion. She's trying to make a balance, a formulation. She's trying to figure out how do you balance the cosmos and the earth energy, the spiritual with the physical. How do you balance that out? How do you balance the emotional drama with the thinking that needs to happen? This is the challenge. This is tricky for you. So you're figuring out your own formula. That's okay. And she's not uptight about it. She's figuring out what the formula is that makes things work for her. Nurturing things a little more, watering and caring for things a little more. Being a little more angelic, having that nature there. All right. We have the Page of Swords and the Two of Cups. Excellent. Love that one. Two of Cups, the guide. This is actually stronger than the Lover's card. It's a very strong card to have in here. And you have the Chariot here, and it came out upright. So these two cards, this is harnessing the energy that's going to move you forward, the desire to move forward. A lot of passion stuff going on. The drive, harnessing the drive. Okay? And this is these two that are partners, that are equally exchanging, give and take in a great way, and are committed to help each other as partners and get through it. You see the little lovebirds in the tree? I love that. That's great. So this is the guide. So if you have a partner or if you have that counterbalance, make use of that. Enjoy that. And then you have the Page of Swords. What's the next step that's going to be most effective to take? Page of Swords thinks he's ready to rock and roll, and he's all kind of amped and ready to go. He's not charging forward like the Knight yet, but he's observing. So I would say sometimes he's called the spy card, and some people think that's kind of a bad thing. I think it's kind of a good thing. Take note. Take note of what's going on, especially when you have this energy around you, this energy around you, especially. It's a good time to take note and just be a little more observant of what's really going on. You don't have to talk about it much. You don't have to do anything or act any crazy, but take note of what's really going on. That's the next thing. Just observe. Be sharp-eyed, big-eared. Instead of her, be her. Get clear. Instead of her, be her. Get clear. Yeah. Choose to be in this power here. I mean, really, there is a lot of strong in you. So, okay, Scorpio, that's what I've got for you. I think it's going to be a good month. I hope things are doing well. Take care.